If you saw any of this week's shorts about life energy, the real cost of your 9 to 5, or the gap between earning and spending, this is the full breakdown. Welcome to W&M Insights, where we talk about money, mindset, and growth. Most people hear the phrase financial independence and think, that is not for me. They think it is only for rich people. People with high salaries, people who got lucky, people who already have money. But what if financial independence is not really about being rich? What if it is about being free? In Your Money or Your Life, Vicki, Robin, and Joe Dominguez ask a powerful question. How much of your life are you willing to trade for money? Most people never answer that question. They just keep trading. Day after day, week after week, year after year, they work, they earn, they spend, then they go back to work again. And without realizing it, they are not just spending money. They are spending their life energy. That is why financial independence matters. Because the goal is not just to have more money. The goal is to own more of your life. Step 1. Calculate your real hourly wage. Most people think they know how much they earn. Maybe they say, I earn $20 an hour. I earn $25 an hour. I earn $40 an hour. But that is usually not the real number. That is only the number on paper. Your real hourly wage is different. Because your job does not only take the hours you spend working, it also takes the hours around the work. Think about it. Your commute, the money you spend on transport, the clothes you buy for work, the food you buy because you are too tired to cook, the time you spend preparing for work, the time you spend recovering after work. All of that is part of the real cost. So your real hourly wage is not just, how much do I get paid? It is, how much do I actually keep for every hour of my life this job takes? And for many people, that number is much lower than they think. Once you know your real hourly wage, every purchase looks different. Because now you can measure spending in hours of your life. Step 2. See money as life energy. Most people ask, can I afford this? But Your Money or Your Life teaches a better question. Is this worth my life energy? Because every dollar you spend came from somewhere. It came from your time, your effort, your attention, your energy. That dinner out did not only cost money, it may have cost 3 hours of your life. That subscription you forgot about did not only cost a small monthly fee, it may be taking hours of your life every year. That impulse purchase may look small in money, but expensive in life energy. This is where the mindset changes. Because when you see money as life energy, spending becomes more personal. You stop buying on autopilot. You stop spending just because everyone else is spending. You stop trading your life for things that do not truly matter. And you begin to ask, was this worth the life I gave for it? That one question can change your financial life. Step 3. Ask how much is enough. Most people believe more money will automatically make them happier. More income, more things, more upgrades, more status. But the problem is this: if you never define enough, you will always feel behind. You can earn more and still feel poor. You can buy more and still feel empty. You can upgrade your lifestyle and still feel trapped. That is why one of the most powerful questions in this book is, how much is enough? Not how much can you earn? Not how much can you spend? Not how much can you show people? But how much is enough for a meaningful life? When you know what enough looks like, you stop chasing blindly. You stop spending to impress. You stop upgrading just because your income increased. And every extra dollar can now serve a purpose. It can go toward freedom. Step 4. Make your money visible. Most people avoid looking at their money. They avoid the bank account. They avoid the statement. They avoid the real numbers. But avoiding your money does not make the problem disappear. It only gives the problem more power. In Your Money or Your Life, one powerful tool is making your money visible. You track your income. You track your expenses. And you watch the gap between them. One line is what comes in. One line is what goes out. At first, it may feel uncomfortable, but clarity creates control. When you look at your money honestly, patterns begin to appear. You see where money is leaking. You see what actually matters to you. You see what is stealing from your future. And most importantly, you see the gap. Step 5. Grow the gap. The gap is the difference between what you earn and what you spend. And this is where financial freedom begins. Most people have no gap. They earn more, then spend more. Their income rises, but their lifestyle rises with it. So even when they make more money, they do not become more free. They just become more expensive to maintain. But disciplined people do something different. They protect the gap. When income rises, they do not spend everything. They keep expenses controlled. They save the difference. They invest the difference. Because the gap is not just extra money. The gap is your freedom engine. No gap, no freedom. But even a small gap, protected and invested consistently, can become powerful over time. Step 6. Invest the gap and reach the crossover point. The crossover point is one of the most important ideas in this book. It is the moment your investment income can cover your living expenses. That is financial independence. Not luxury. Not showing off. Not buying everything you want. Financial independence means your money can support your life, so you are no longer forced to trade your life for money. Imagine 2 lines. One line is your monthly expenses. The other line is the income your investments produce. Every time you reduce expenses, the first line drops. Every time you save and invest, the second line rises. And when those 2 lines cross, you have reached the crossover point. That is the moment your investments can pay for your life. That is the moment money stops controlling your choices. And that is why the gap matters so much. Because the gap is what gets invested. And the investments are what move you closer to freedom. Step 7. Financial independence is not retirement. Many people think financial independence means you stop working forever. But that is not the real point. Financial independence does not mean you sit on a beach and do nothing. It means you have the power to choose. You can keep working, but because you want to. Not because you are trapped. You can start a business. You can create. You can teach. You can help people. You can spend more time with family. You can do meaningful work without being controlled by bills. That is the difference. Most people work because they have no choice. Financially independent people work because they choose to. And that changes everything. The full picture. So here is the full path. Calculate your real hourly wage. See money as life energy. Ask how much is enough. Make your money visible. Grow the gap between earning and spending. Invest the gap. And move toward your crossover point. That is the path to financial independence. It is not about being rich for attention. It is not about showing people you made it. It is not about chasing money forever. It is about freedom. Freedom over your time. Freedom over your choices. Freedom over your life. The truth is simple. Financial independence is not a dream. It is a decision. A decision to stop spending unconsciously. A decision to stop trading your life without knowing the price. A decision to build freedom on purpose. And the earlier you start, the more of your life you can take back. If you found this valuable, subscribe to W&M Insights and continue growing with us. Next Sunday, we break down another powerful book, so you don't want to miss it. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.